这嘛的开始中国人我往是中国弄了，主要的。再看这个钱呢，没过挂掉了，刚开始就没掉了，完是交了这加拿，这个没得交了啥看，咱全部看这个钱嘛，他可不给打死的，他那个多少年呢？现在是现在。现在干谁家人现在我们然后他们家人呢，现在干是这个，他现在看这个咱们全部看这上面写呢，这不来呀，这个月了别了，要再看要别了，这个好了，这是大体这边的看呢，不把可能是我了，这样干的没有嘛，这个看到嘛，可能我了，说这些呢，忙着把这这个。
Rinpoche also wonders, how do you understand when it is being said that the mind is beyond conceptualization, beyond expression of words, and sort of beyond intellectualization, beyond any sort of the realm of conceptualization? Then Rinpoche also wonders how you sort of understand it. Because if you understand it as talking, if you understand it as sort of, there's nothing to it. It's beyond conceptualization, beyond expression, in the context of there's sort of nothing to it, kind of blank. You see, sort of beyond conceptualization should not be misunderstood as sort of going blank. Blank would be ignorance. Going blank. Beyond conceptualization, meaning you can't lay your fingers on it and say it is this or saying it is not this. Because the self-awareness continues. The self-awareness of the mind continues. Its self-seeing, self-awareness continues. So we are again not talking about sort of having become totally sort of deflated in that sense. There's nothing to it, and you can't put it in any conceptual sort of sort of encapsulated in conceptual form, but again, self-arising, self-seeing continues. Which says, but then say it, what it is like. You can only say something close to it, but you can never say what it is like. And so, again, an example is saying that saying it's like giving sweet, chocolate, whatever, to somebody who's mute. He or she still has a sense of taste. The sweetness is experienced, and also the sense of that it's a good tasting thing. And so, when you give chocolate or sweet to somebody, candy, somebody who's mute, and then you ask, how does it taste? And maybe whatever is the cultural mudra, and the this or whatever it is, this, and said, no, but how does it taste? It doesn't say much of the texture and all the other, like better than what? It's like, but does that mean the mute doesn't taste? But he himself tastes the sweetness of it, but can't say. It's in that realm of, as far as example is not the fact, obviously, but examples help us to understand the fact.
yang sabi melo sabi melo ini sudah panjang ini kita dalam sampai itu sudah sudah panjang ini gambar panjang gambar kapan gambar ini panjang lah sab survei yang ada melo panjang orang punya ini panjang itu sudah juga mana ya mana itu kalau sana
the nature of the mind is not because the nature of mind doesn't have anything to it, but the nature of the mind is beyond the conditioned conceptualization and beyond the realm of expression of conventional terms. Let alone ourselves as ordinary people being able to explain, what the mind is. Even the Buddha, fully awakened, incredibly renowned for being endowed with wisdom, and therefore the words that went along with the wisdom, the Buddha couldn't say, this is it. And so in the sutra, also it is said that the Bodhisattva Manjushri made a final sort of attempt at it, and they requested, the Buddha, and speak out, the ultimate one, say it out, the nature of mind, what it is like, say it out. And but nature of the mind is free of any complexities, any contrivances, any artificialities, and any conventional conceptualizations, because that is only within the realm of relative reality. And so then what is not within the relative reality cannot be expressed in conditioned conceptual thoughts or terms, or if you try to do it, then certainly it would not be what it is. And so when the Buddha was asked what it is, and the response was, Buddha said in Samadhi. That's all there is to say. Sort of.
Nini Mato Kurve Jango, Nini Tona, Sanji Janame, Kamji Lin, Nini Kayame, Chini Kunji Tana, Repaso, Jitanda to Kazavi Sana, Da Senje Rangi, Nandon Funjuki, Nelo, Nini Mato Bala Kene, Tipa Kantum Kurve Jango, Levan Yomen, Pulu Nawande Kanji. Senje Rangi, Nandon Mato Bala. Nini Tona Sanji Janame, Senjana Himelo, number Yemiki Melo, Tona, Da, tell a lot to the Sanji. Your marriage, Nini Tona Sanji. Sanji, Dini, Kayane, Konde, Chur Sanji. Number Yeme, Senjana Himelo, dear Anji, Anji. The ranking mind is on the issue of fire. And then you got in she forward and young and the show couldn't be yes, she couldn't take it tongue yellow to come over.
So now with that understanding, going further along, if one does not experience the nature of one's mind, realize the nature of mind, then one is constantly lost and sort of tossed back and forth within the realms of cyclic existence, and it is nobody is to be blamed, and nobody's deliberate. The authorities have put us that kind of situation, but simply because of not having understood and realized the nature of mind is the cause for wandering in the realm of samsara, no matter however long. But if the nature of the mind is understood and realized, then that is the experience of enlightenment, and there is no Buddhahood somewhere else. It is not like getting to some other place or being in some situation. Buddhahood is no other than a realization of the nature of one's mind. And then all phenomena, all existence is not separate from the nature of the mind. Just as the nature of the mind is inseparability of emptiness and appearance, that nature of everything else is also inseparability of emptiness and appearance, and beyond that there is nothing that it is or that it is not. Beyond that it is the inseparability of emptiness and appearance, there is nothing else that it is or it is not. And that view and that understanding is sort of the crux of the matter. May one realize the nature of the mind, which is sort of the crux of the matter. So now Rinpoche will just go over one last verse, and with that then we will conclude. We will have covered briefly the view in accordance with this text. And so whatever arises, and which is appearance, phenomena, arises out of the mind. And whatever ceases or dissipates, also dissipates within the mind. So, appearance is also characteristic of mind, emptiness is characteristic of mind, another way of saying. And appearance is because of mind, emptiness is because of mind. And then realization is also because of mind, and confusion is also because of mind. And experiencing birth, being born in various different realms of cyclic existence is also because of mind. Liberation into whatever different stages of bodhisattvas and buddhas and what have you is also because of mind. And so, where everything is, what determines sort of everything is where you're at with your mind. So, one must be liberated of all the fabrications and contrivances that create the impressions of distortion, impressions of the obscurations should therefore be liberated. Because what kind of face you like your mind to have is up to how you relate to work with your mind in that sense. Alright, so you will please try to reflect on this a bit, and we will see if we can have some time for discussions and tomorrow during the teaching. And so for now we conclude here, and very much also need to do the preparation for the empowerment later this evening. Tibet, Poland,